hii kitu yenye mulikuwa mna register watu, si ni yenye watu wamekuwa wengi ama si Worldcoin?
Ni hiyo.
Oh, kwani nini imefanyika suddenly watu wakajaa hivyo?
Si imego online nasikia hivyo.
Oh, ulitoka?
Nilitoka, mimi hiyo vitu sikuwa na relate nayo vizuri.
Hey, okay. Let's find out what this is all about. Now, good people, this is going to be a high-level kind of overview or explanation of what Worldcoin is, the newest tech kid on the block that has gotten Kenyans queuing up in malls and so on to register. And apparently, they are going to be making some money. This attracts my attention, and I've seen some of you guys commenting and asking me to give my take on what this is all about. So yeah, where do we start from? ChatGPT. Okay, not unless you live under a rock, I'm sure you know about ChatGPT. ChatGPT is by OpenAI. Now, the CEO of the company OpenAI is called Sam Altman. So Sam, together with some two of his friends, set up a company based in San Francisco and Berlin called Tools for Humanity. Now, Tools for Humanity was co-founded in 2019 by our guy, Sam, another guy called Alex, and some other third guy called Max, who later quit in 2021. So this Tools for Humanity company is what has developed this crypto called Worldcoin. So if you have no idea what cryptocurrency is all about, I made a video which will be linked somewhere up here that gives you an explanation of what crypto is all about. So what is this Worldcoin all about? What does it encompass? 3 things. Okay. First is an iris scanning orb, ORB. So all those guys queuing to get Worldcoin are getting scanned. Their iris, this black part of the eye gets scanned by a machine called an orb. It's just like sort of a ball, some sort of thing. And the purpose of this scanning is to verify that someone is actually human and unique. 2, the World ID. And 3, the World App. How do these things interconnect? So when a guy walks into a mall just because they heard in the streets that, guys are going there and getting free money, 7,000 bob, and so on, he's actually going to get an account opened. The World App is the only app that can generate a World ID. So when your iris is scanned, they are sort of like verifying that this World ID actually belongs to a human, a unique human. Sam and Alex and their company Tools for Humanity are promising you that we are not going to be taking any of your data, Your crypto will remain private. But we'll be scanning your iris to verify that you're actually a human. And you see, we'll even delete that data, but your World ID will have been verified that it doesn't belong to an AI or a bot or something, but it's actually a human. Wow, it's a nice morning out here. Let's get some breakfast before we proceed. Okay, now I know it's a difficult concept to grasp, but basically they're telling us that it's going to be valuable in the near future to actually prove that you're human. So the same way there's a lot of tools and bots and AI stuff around the internet right now that are making money out of, artificial intelligence, Sam and these guys are betting on the fact that it's going to be valuable to have proof of personhood. Like you can actually sell the fact that someone is human and not a robot. But you and I will definitely ask ourselves, then is it impossible for AI stuff or robot to generate this iris data and so on? I think it's just a matter of time before we actually have iris data that is AI generated, So now you might be wondering, why are people actually struggling to get this thing? What is the value? What is the point? There are several issues at stake here. definitely it's a question of speculation. Guys are hoping that they'll get free money, and it's true. When you sign up and your iris gets scanned, you are allocated some user grant that is like some amount of tokens, and tokens in this case is basically the crypto that the owners, the company behind it, has set aside to actually give people for free to get it like out there. Just like if you've ever participated in some of those street gambler things, you know, usually the guy has set up a table and there'll be a crowd gathered around, and when they see you passing by, you'll be called, you know, come. And even when you have no money, you might be given a few coins, you know, get these 200 shillings, you can use it to, you know, play. And then you earn 400 bob, 600 bob, and so on. But you know how it spirals. To be fair to most Kenyans on the street, like 5,000 bob, 7,000 bob is actually quite good money. But the value is pegged on the fact that there is a limited fixed supply of Worldcoins. So when a company or even a government limits their supply of money to a finite number, a certain number, basically they're planning to tame inflation by the fact that even when demand rises and more people want Worldcoins, the number of Worldcoins will remain the same, you know, for a certain period. So assuming more people develop interest in Worldcoins over time, the cost of a Worldcoin should keep on rising because we are not going to be having any more Worldcoins. But the white paper of Worldcoin, which is like, you know, the documentation that tells you the vision of whoever sets up a cryptocurrency, states that after 15 years, the governance, you know, the people who have Worldcoin, who will be deciding how Worldcoin is run, will decide on whether to introduce some inflation rate of up to 1.5% so as to, you know, keep the platform viable, because, you know, now you can't have 1 million people scrambling over 10 mangoes. You get? Initially, when they launched this thing, and that's what is happening right now, there is only 143 million Worldcoin tokens. That's another strategy that is used to drive up the initial value of this Worldcoin. And the strategy of the company is that going forward, those 10 billion Worldcoins will be allocated such that 75% of them go to the Worldcoin community and the rest now are reserved for investors and developers. So the point here is the supply is kind of regulated in a way that initially the price will go high. But think of it, what happens when more Worldcoin keeps on getting released to the market and there's not much demand than what this hype, the current hype, is creating? Then it creates this situation that some people will call pump and dump. Basically, the guys who are initial investors, because the price will actually go high initially, could easily sell their Worldcoin for a profit. But then when the supply becomes increased, you know, there is more Worldcoin available in circulation, chances are if the demand does not keep up, then the price of Worldcoin will plummet. So if you're going to be getting Worldcoin, probably get it right now or yesterday, because chances are there will be likely an initial increase in the value, but who knows? There is also a good chance that the value might plummet thereafter. And talking about value, let me bring you to my computer so we can see what it looks like right now. Okay, so here we are on coinmarketcap.com, and Worldcoin WLD, you can see, is trading currently at $2.31 US. Over the past 24 hours, it's been swinging between a low of 2.28 and a high of 2.46. So that's quite high for something that was just released like a week ago. But there is data here that is important for you to take note of if you're going to be buying this Worldcoin. First, this thing called market cap. Now, the market cap is actually the total market value of the crypto circulating. And right here, it's 260 million US dollars currently. And this market cap is only 0.5% of the fully diluted market cap. That is like the total value of the crypto if all the available tokens were circulating. Now, because only 113 million are circulating currently of the possible 10 billion, the market cap is just like 0.5%. if all these 10 billion get out here, and they will over the next 15 years, apparently, then there's a good chance that if, because the hype will have gone down, demand goes down, then this price will most likely go down. Basically, there are some investors that invested into these tools for humanity company and gave them a bunch of monies so they can register people around the world. And it appears like most of these guys registered are in Asia, Africa, the third world, and so on, because the West and Europe tends to have some stricter controls on some of these things, like, getting people's biometric data with very minimal consent, if any. So all these Africans and Asians that have been given world IDs and free tokens basically got those world coins at like their base price before they actually hit market and started trading. And once they hit market, that's like a week ago, definitely because of all the hype, the price of the coin has to go up. And now that the price is a bit higher, then you can quickly sell your coins and make some money. So where is all this money coming from? Because they are not printing money in central bank or something. It's actually money that is given by someone who is willing to buy that coin, also wishing or thinking that they will make more money by selling it to someone else who will buy it at a higher price. And so on, the cascade continues up to a point where it will no longer be viable for someone to buy something whose inherent value might not be tied to anything for a very high price. Okay, I'm not a financial advisor of any sorts. I don't claim to be. You guys know that I'm a doctor. But before you commit any big bucks in some of these things, it's always good to do your research. Read the white paper. It's available online. And make your own decision. If you feel like you can take the risk, then go for it. But remember that it will be different when you're actually buying the coin, say from Binance or whatever other platform you use, versus the guys who actually received free coins for just scanning their iris. So yeah, a lot of those guys on the streets have nothing to lose. They don't know anything about what is happening behind the scenes. But you who will go online to actually purchase Worldcoin will actually be buying tokens whose price have gone up because of the hype. And you're gonna be buying the short supply at a higher price because a lot of it is coming from all these people on the streets who are selling it to make some quick cash because they were given for free. I hope you guys have understood something about Worldcoin, and if you want to discuss more, there's a comment section down below. On your way there, if you're not already subscribed, I welcome you on board. Hit that big old red subscribe button, and don't forget to leave a like on this video. See you on the next one, and as always, no pressure.